Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me again on our Facebook Live. Believe it or not, this is the anniversary of having done these for 1 year. 52 of them. This would be our 53rd. I look back on the last year and realize how important Facebook Lives have been to us and all of you joining us. It's just been an amazing experience. So the fact that none of us woke up to the fact that we had been doing this for a year until yesterday. Next week, we're going to do a celebration and have all kinds of wonderful surprises and goodies for you and really kind of make a celebration out of having done Facebook Live for 1 solid year. In the meantime, this coming Friday is the launch of the March Project. And the March Project is the Charlie bomber jacket, which is what I have on. And I helped edit the film, or the video yesterday, and the video is 1 hour and 12 minutes long. It's pretty long. I tried to make it as short as I could, but I wanted to get all the techniques in that are important to making the project. So when you get it on Friday, take some time and really devour it because it's full of content, and I think it's one of the best videos we've ever done. It's really pretty. I somehow didn't say too many uhs and ahs and stumble too awfully much, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I hope you'll settle in and really enjoy that project, the Charlie bomber jacket. So that's this Friday, and then of course April 22nd will be the Zoom Q&A session. It's live both at noon and at 6 o'clock Central Daylight Time. You all know that I talk about these papers and projects that I used to do at Kansas State University back in the 60s. And my mother saved everything. Since I'm an only child and I was perfect, then all of my notebooks, all of my schoolwork was saved. But finally, during this last year, I've had time to actually clean out my basement, threw 98% of it away, but had to keep a few little choice bits from some of my classes at K-State. And so I saved this little piece of paper. This probably was 1967 in some clothing construction class that I had. It's called Rules for the Sewing Class. I just thought I'd read you a few of these 16 points. Number 1, enter the room quietly. Number 2, get open drawer and get materials out. Now, first of all, the grammar hurts me, but just the fact that we have to be told to open the drawer to get the materials out, this is college level, you understand. Number 3, remove garment from closet. Moving on down, no talking between girls seated at different tables unless special permission has been given. Absolutely no talking at the sewing machine or pressing areas. A wrist pin cushion must be used at sewing machines. No stitching over pins, no pressing over pins. That's the only singular thing that I actually remember from this class, and I have not sewn over a pin since, although, for those of you who watched that video on Friday, the very last segment of pinning and stitching, I sew over a pin, I didn't catch it, I am so sorry. Uh-oh, we didn't edit it out, we left it. And finally, put away work quietly, pick up scraps, push chairs under table, and leave quietly. Isn't this how we all now operate out of our sewing rooms? Pushing that chair up, cleaning up all those scraps, and leaving the room quietly. So much for a solo experience of sewing. But thankfully, from Facebook Live, we now have a community of sewers, and we can chit, chat, and talk, and share, and see each other's projects, and oh my gosh, this now is going in the trash. Okay. Just as a side note, last week, if you tuned in, you knew that we had found some wonderful black rayon fabric, very drapey. And those of you who ordered it, some of you got it, some of you were disappointed because we thought we had a lot of it, and we ran out of it pretty quickly the very first day. Well, guess what? Last Friday, Deb goes to the basement to look for something else, and discovers another big bolt of black rayon. So we have it again. We are keeping this black rayon on sale for another week, so you can still get it. There you go. Thank you, Deb. All right, so since this is the month of Charlie Bomber Jackets, I thought I would do a little trunk show of how you wear a jacket like this. I haven't always owned a bomber's jacket. I haven't always worn one. But a couple of years ago, Kathy Davis made actually it was Erin who made a bomber jacket out of the San Diego pattern, jacket pattern. And it was fairly involved in changing that pattern to make it into a bomber jacket. But every time people would come to our So Kansas events, they would try on that jacket and they wanted it. So we allowed them to sort of copy whatever it was. I think we even put it on a blog, but it was really kind of complicated and maybe not worth all the pattern work. So we decided to introduce it into So Confident Series 10 this year. We've done the work for you. You don't have to mess with your San Diego jacket pattern anymore. We tweaked the fit. We tweaked some of the details of it, eliminated a couple of seams. I don't know what all we changed, but made sure that the fit was correct and graded it so that it's extra small through XXL and created it as a download pattern. So that pattern is available to you as part of So Confident Series 10, and we also are providing the kits that create this jacket that I have on. And so this Friday is the launch. We'll hope that you will start your project if you haven't already. When you sign up for the classes on a monthly basis, you get an email from us with preparation material, document of how to get ready for the class, and then of course you can watch it this Friday or anytime forever. So you don't have to watch it exactly when it launches at midnight on Friday morning, but it'll be there for you and you can watch it as your leisure. But I wanted to show you how all of us have been so excited about this project, and we all are now wearing bomber jackets, and I am loving this. But what do you wear with it? What do you put under it? When is it appropriate to really wear one? So I thought I would run through a whole series of patterns that work really great with the bomber jacket. And we found 16 patterns the other day that work with this. And I think that's just maybe the tip of the iceberg for us, because we thought of more after the fact. But we thought 16 was plenty to start with, so I'm going to actually talk about 16 patterns that work with this jacket. So let's talk about 3 concepts, actually. And the first one is longer and layered. So whatever you wear under the bomber jacket is a little bit longer, and you see it. The second concept is whatever you wear under the bomber jacket is shorter, and it doesn't hang below the bomber jacket. And then we're talking about which pants go with those 2 looks. And then I'm going to talk about wearing it with skirts and dresses. So we'll try to get as many combos and outfits that we possibly can. But just think about it. If you make this bomber jacket, you've got at least 16 looks that you can do, and that's a lot, if you ask me. So let's start with what I have on. I have on, of course, the Charlie bomber jacket, and I'm wearing it with the Maison top. Now, for those of you who are So Confident members from all year, you've made your Maison top in January, and if you're a monthly member, you have it, and if you haven't made it yet, you're going to. So, Maison top, and you can see that it has a band at the bottom, and it sticks out just a little bit below the jacket. But I think the proportions really work. Anything just a little bit shorter is going to be too short that sticks out, but I'm going to show you how longer works as well. And you remember that the Maison top has a pretty large sleeve and armscye. And the sleeve of the bomber jacket has enough room for this Maison top sleeve to fit in there just nicely. It's not bunched up. I'm not feeling restricted through the armscye or sleeve area. It just all feels really good. Now, with this layered look, then we have to start thinking about which pants or bottoms. And I think this is when you get into the slimmer look of things. So I'm wearing this with the Getaway jeans. I've been a jeans girl for the last year. Almost every day I wear jeans. And the Getaway jeans are fantastic. They're very slim. They don't have to be slim, but I make them fairly slim. and I like the profile of that little bit oversized look on the top with a slimmer bottom. So let's start moving down in length. Maison is fairly short. The ET, which is a download pattern, is also on the short side, and it has a curved hem. And this looks really good. Yesterday, I tried on all of these ensembles and more. We rejected some, kept some, so I feel comfortable in telling you which proportions and which looks really look good on you. And this ET with its little curved bottom looked really good with the bomber jacket. So that's that's a little bit longer than what the Maison top is. Then we go a little bit longer, and the swing tee is perfect. If you like that larger, swingier top, this looks fantastic. This is the original length of the swing tee, and even though that's 6 or so inches and fuller, it really, really works with slim pants. The Getaway jeans and some others as well. Now we have a couple of variations of the swing tee. One is a V-neck version, same body shape. You can make all kinds of sleeve lengths in this, from very short to this length, and this is the length of the pattern. And then, of course, 3/4 or long, whatever. And then we have a tutorial of how to turn the swing tee into a V-neck t-shirt as well. And both necklines work with this pattern, because I had this on and it looked really good. Actually, I had this on. I was wearing this yesterday. This is the swing tee as what we call the split swing tee. So this has an angle to it. And it also has a split because there's a seam here. We have a tutorial also on how to do this. But even this angular profile worked under the horizontal bottom of the bomber jacket. So everything worked with the swing tee except the swing tee that we had lengthened about 12 to 14 inches. It was too long. We discovered that anything much longer than this and what I'm going to show you next was too long. So there is a point at which a tunic length above the knee does not work. So we've got Deb here in the sidelines. Come on in, Deb. Deb's going to put this jacket on, but before she does that, let's look at her here. So she's wearing the olive, do we call it the olive t-shirt? Can't really remember. The olive top, yes, in a knit. And the olive is a short or long sleeve in the pattern, so I've shortened the sleeve, turn around. Normally there's a little opening and a zipper in the olive, and I eliminated all that. But this is in a wonderful printed viscose jersey. And you can see that that hemline is angled as well. But she's wearing this with slim pants, the Helix pants. So put this on. Now she's a little smaller than I am, but this jacket still works. And I think that's just cute. You can see that you can see that angle. There's just enough hanging out from below that this really works. But it's the slim pants that helps pull this off. So Helix pants in a ponte knit or something slightly stretchy or even really stretchy. She's got those rolled up because they were too long. They belong to me. But I love the Helix pants rolled up. You see that in pictures on the ready-to-wear sites, and it's really cute. And, of course, sneakers. You know, we're all wearing sneakers these days. So, all right. I guess, do you need to say anything?
I don't think so.
Are you going to make one?
Probably.
Yeah.
Pink.
Pink? Of
Got
course.
pink in 'em.
All right. Sounds great. All right.
All right.
Thank you, thank you.
Don't cut fabric.
Yep. All right. All right, so that is the olive top under the bomber jacket. Here's another fabric. This one looks even longer. I don't know why. I think on it doesn't. But nevertheless, you can see that that proportion really works. And she had it on with the Helix pants. So the other pants that work with this are the, let's do something else here. I'm going to do the whole thing here. Let's get this wonderful fabric. Is so fun. We call it the Cubist fabric. It's been one of the most popular fabrics we've ever had. Still have it. We sell it like crazy. One of the things I like to do on t-shirts like this, and particularly when you're wearing a jacket like this, and you're really just seeing a little bit of the neckline, I like to do a contrasting neckband. This is a little stripe for the neckband. One of my favorite t-shirts actually is an ET pure white with just a black binding at the neck. I wear it all the time under things. It's just the perfect little thing. But these are my pencil pants. These have a similar profile to the Helix. They have a little different waistband treatment, but it's the same concept of slim. And these are in a lightweight ponte in a navy blue. And so if you like something a little more tonal, you don't really want to kick it with the red pants, that's fine too. I can see I've turned these up when I wore them last. So that's my new thing. But that's a good look right there. And another look that I like, if you don't want knit pants, you want some woven pants, let's go with Madrid pants. Now the Madrid pants, there's an accompanying top called the Madrid top that goes with it that's in the pants pattern, but we sort of forget about these pants. I don't know why. They have a jeans-like top, a fly front, and a contoured waistband. The nice thing about this pant is that it has lots of seams. So there's a seam up the center front, side seams, seam up the center back. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 8 seams in this pant. So there's some serious fitting opportunities to get this to really shape and look good. It also has this really fun little zipper detail at the bottom of the back that's kind of hidden, or it doesn't have to be. It could be decorative, but that's just a little fun detail to these pants. But I like the slim aspect of these. These could be in denim. These could be in cotton. They could be in ponte as well if you want a little bit of a stretch, but they're kind of built to be in a woven fabric. So with the layered longer look, we have the Maison top, ET, swing tee, olive top. Have I caught all of them? I think I have. Oh, no. Yes, Helix, Madrid, got them. Okay, getaway pants, getaway jeans, Helix pants, pencil pants, Madrid pants. That's one category of look. All right, now let's move to what happens if you don't like that longer something hanging out below. So now I think we move into a look that is a short top, and that would be the Eureka. So Erin, come over here. So Erin has on the Eureka top, and she has on the Picasso pants. So the Picasso pants have that lantern shape at the bottom. They're fuller, but the top is going to be shorter than the jacket.
See if I can get it on. There we go.
Yeah. So that just comes in, just shapes in, especially when it's zipped, and then you have this more fuller pant, and I think that really works. We tried the Picasso pants on with that longer look, and it did not work. So we like the shorter look. Now, I know that Erin would take the ET and tuck it in.
Right. I would.
but not everybody's going to do that. But she's of the age that she can do tuck-in
You're
things.
tucking in the other
Well, I
day.
did that for the first time in 40 years the other day, but I wore a jacket over it.
It was very cute. It was with a skirt. It was a nice look.
Anyway, I think this is a great look. And I even like the idea of black pants with the navy blue jacket. There's nothing wrong with that. Black and blue is a great combination. I will have to say this was kind of funny. She came in this morning with the idea that she was going to wear a different pair of pants, Picassos, which we have on the rack, and they're beautiful color, because we know that color looks better on the camera. She put them on, and they were this much above the ankle.
Yes, which is not surprising given my height, but I kind of had forgotten
Yeah.
how much I have to lengthen the Picasso pants.
Exactly. So she has so many Picasso pants in her wardrobe that she's lengthened that she forgot that the standard length out of the Picasso pants is more for me. Whatever. What are you, 5'10"?
5'10".
Yeah. I'm 5'6". So 4 inches, but those look like they were like 10 inches too short. Now, if you like cropped pants, maybe, but the Picasso pants, there's a fine line when they're too short or too long. You've got to nail that length, and you've got to think about it. And I like those pants, 1.5 inches, 2 inches at the most above the ankle.
It was a good 4.
It was a good 4, maybe 5. So anyway, so Eureka top, bomber jacket, great look. Okay. So let's talk about the other pants that look good. So you can do Picassos, they're fuller. Let's get another Eureka up here and put it under the bomber. I think this one either is longer than the one you have on, or the one you have is short. I don't know, but at any rate. All right, so we go from Picassos, which is, of course, this is basically what she had on, the black Picasso pants with the navy blue. I like the West End pants, which are really full, but in a very drapey, almost slinky fabric. But it still works, but it would not work if this were a long top. The West End pants, you really can't wear longer tops with this. So that's a really cute look. But think drapey. And then for those of you who made your February joggers, you're ready to go, because that is a fantastic look. Very casual, takes it into another dimension. I think this bomber jacket can be worn casually as a sort of, I don't know, an athletic, athleisure type wear, or you can dress this up, as I'm going to show you in a second as well. So we have shorter look, Eureka top, ET possibly tucked in, with West End pants, Maison joggers, and Picasso pants. That's the second concept. Now let's go with our third concept. So I'm going to put jacket over an ET for the moment. Well, I'll put it over, no, I'm going to put it over an ET. Got the wrong white shirt up here. I think I might have shortened this ET. I don't know. I can't remember. Because it doesn't quite as much as the ET. But it'll work for this purpose. It is one of those that can be shortened, lengthened, whatever. All right. So let's put it with some skirts. You're going to see some photographs at some point with me wearing this skirt with it, which is the 8th Avenue skirt in a really bold graphic print. I love this. I did wear this, and I tucked it in so that this did not show with the skirt, which I think is really a little bit better. But I don't know, not bad. But this is a slim skirt through the hip, and then it flares out at the bottom. So this really worked, and I wore it with some kind of fancy sneakers. The 8th Avenue skirt is available short or long in the same pattern, in the printed pattern. Now, if you're interested in downloading the 8th Avenue, we only have the short length in the download pattern. But you can, of course, make it any length that you want. So short or long, the look is good. That's really cute. I hadn't hung that together. That's
The longer sticking out, not tucked in. They can't hear me right now. It's nice with the short.
Yeah, it is actually. So 8th Avenue skirt works really great. One of my favorite skirts from is the 6th Sense skirt, where I had created a painted fabric band that I added on to this center front. But this fabric was some fabric that we had last year, and I just loved it. It's multiple blues. It really looks good with this top and the white shirt. And I think we have a picture of me in this whole ensemble somewhere in the archives. So that's 6th Sense skirt. Then we have this skirt, which is an elastic waist skirt. Has this interesting section at the bottom. And believe it or not, this is cut off at the waist of the E dress. So you can get the E dress pattern, and there we go. So I really like this look of this short jacket with this very long dress. And this is a slim dress, but it's not a tight dress. There's lots of ease in this dress, but in a viscose knit that's very drapey, it has a great profile under this jacket. And of course, this fabric couldn't be any better. I think we have a little bit of this fabric, maybe.
Do we?
I think so.
I know we have a picture we can share of you in that dress.
Okay. All right. So you can see that we can go from a skirt. This dress comes in just a little bit. It's shaped at the waist. That's one of the things I like about this. That's the E dress. And then we did a Facebook Live last summer, June, I believe it was, which, by the way, you can go back and look at all of the videos of the Facebook Lives from, I don't know about all of them, but that one is on the website, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the way back, we discovered, April of last year.
They are all there. Wow, that's a lot of videos. Okay, so this may or may not be the right fabric in terms of coloration, although I don't know that I really mind it. But this is the Hugo top that's been lengthened into a dress. And I had this on yesterday, and I really liked the way this looked too. So this is longer than a tunic. That was the important part of this. This is just right below my knee, basically. And I thought this looked really good too. So the Hugo as a dress. So for our last concept, we have skirts, the 8th Avenue skirt, the 6th Sense skirt, the E skirt that's part of the E dress. For dresses, we have E dress and Hugo. So those are the 16 patterns that we feel like go really well with the bomber jacket. Okay, let's look at some fabric. All right, so we have a lot of cotton knits here in solid colors. And I have on this one, cotton knit. So you can see how the mace on top looks in a cotton knit. I love the way this feels. I love the idea that I'm comfortable in this, and yet I feel like I'm really up to date because it's such a great look right now. So we have this fabric in a lot of colors. We have a navy blue, and we have this beautiful night sea color. And coincidentally, this happens to be the same fabric that we're using as the underlayer the underlining underlayer of the Charlie bomber jacket that's in the kits. So we are quilting this outer fabric, which is the cotton twill, to the cotton knit, and it makes it's just a wonderful feel. So that is the Night Sea color. A beautiful red. This is just red. For those of you who accuse me of never having anything but my colors on the wall, this is red. Gorgeous royal blue and a yellow, kind of a mustard yellow. Now, all of those can make any of those t-shirts, from the ET to the swing tee to the olive. I've already forgotten my the Maison. And it will make some of the bottoms, like the joggers, for example. Or it could make a skirt. So just because it's solid, you don't have to necessarily make a top. You could think of it as a bottom weight as well. All of these have spandex in them, so there's some recovery. So for a pant, you're going to be pretty good. I don't know that I would make the slimmest pant in this. I think it could still bag out even with the spandex in it, but clearly it could make the joggers or a slightly looser pant. It would make great Picasso pants. I forgot to tell you about the pumpkin, I think. So pumpkin, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cotton knits on sale today for the next week.
And a couple in the corner if you want.
Oh yes, forgot about that. We have a beautiful pink, luscious pink. We have this is the color of the season. We see this everywhere, this blush color. It's going to collapse on me, I think. Or a little. And we have blue, a different blue. So lots of solid cotton knits for you this time. Now we pulled out some other fabrics, some knits and some wovens. So this is a fantastic printed fabric. Kind of has 2 repeats horizontally, but this would make a wonderful skirt, dress, olive top, swing tee. I can't think of anything it wouldn't make, actually. It would probably make some fantastic Picasso pants as well, now that I look at it.
Any fabric, right, for the Picasso pants?
I haven't seen the Picasso pants look bad in anything. I'm going to skip to this one because this is a knit as well. It has a pineapple print in a beautiful blue and white, and we know that will go really well under the bomber jacket, the colors of the bomber jacket. That looks fantastic. And pineapples are for happiness and good luck and all of that. It's a great little motif. And then this is another knit. This is also a viscose jersey with this medallion. This would make a wonderful olive top, ET, swing tee. I love that fabric. Kick it with maybe just get a little bit of yellow and put it around the neck binding, or put yellow sleeves on it. Combine these fabrics. Look great. This also, I think, looks good with the pumpkin. Then we have some wovens that would make the Hugo dress, any of the skirts, some fun pants. So we have this, which is a rayon, 100% rayon, so it's very drapey. Wonderful motif, big floral. I've never seen so many beautiful floral fabrics as I have this season. We went through this dry spell of not being able to find really beautiful floral fabrics, and boy, we've got them now. This is a linen and rayon, kind of a toile in a beautiful fabric. I can really see Picasso pants in this, but I can also see the skirts as well. And this is cotton and spandex. And I think this would be fun for Madrid pants, Picasso pants, a dress, Hugo dress. So really, this is a very, in my opinion, happy print. Kind of tropical, but not super. It's just, nobody can go wrong with just great, beautiful vegetation. All of you know I'm into watercolor. I took a little watercolor class over the weekend on how to do these kinds of flowers, so I'm really into this and how to do those leaves in watercolor. So I'm into that. All right, so do we have any questions?
Yes, they did ask about, I'm going to move the camera back a little bit. They wanted to see the rest of my Eureka.
Oh, okay.
Just to see the pattern mixing, because I guess you could use some of these fabrics and mix them up.
Yeah. So you have the stripe in the front. I guess you're mic'd, aren't you?
Yes, I'm mic'd. So stripe in the front, and then another printed knit on the sleeve band, or the band. And
Two different knits on the sleeve bands.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fabrics in this.
And then a wider stripe on the back.
Yeah.
So
that's really cute on you.
thank you. Okay, and then they want to know what size the bomber is, the denim bomber.
This is a
Is it small?
I think it's a small. I should have marked it, but it's a small. Yeah.
Okay. The olive tops that you showed, are those lengthened at all?
No, the olive tops are not lengthened. No, I'm sure it's not. All you have to do this in the back, I think we had a Facebook Live on this.
I think so. I can't remember when it was, but
I can't either. We could probably find that. But I just, kind of connected the line to eliminate that cutout. And so I kept the angle that would have been formed anyway. So I kept each side seam the original length and then connected that. So I'm sure I didn't lengthen it. All I did was shorten the sleeves. I did, I know somebody's laughing now. I know who it is. She loves the fact that I drop things. I did change the neckline on this. The olive neckline is pretty wide, and I narrowed that up a little bit. I don't like so much of an opening. I don't have that great a skin.
Okay, sorry, I just saw one and then, has anyone made the Marceau tee with short sleeves?
I don't know of anyone having made that yet in short sleeves. We contend we're going to do that, but we just haven't done it yet. What I do think about that, though, we all think around here that maintaining the sleeve as a tucked sleeve is not going to be possible on a short sleeve. I'm thinking it's just going to simply be cut off and determine the circumference that you want wherever you want it. And the whole cuff tuck portion of that sleeve is going to be gone.
Because I think you'd have to completely reshape that tuck and the band if you were to make it shorter.
That'd be hard.
I attempted it, and it was, I don't know.
Yeah.
My brain wasn't wrapping around it at the time.
I can see shortening that sleeve, to more of a 3/4 length sleeve and retaining the cuff and maybe narrowing the band. But to get that above the elbow, I think is impossible. But the minute I say that, somebody's going to do it and it's going to look great. So, that happens all the time.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I would love suggestions for the Charlie bomber for View B, so the one without the yokes.
We will do that in another Facebook Live. We already know we're going to be introducing other looks of that. We've made a couple up, so you'll see that down the road.
Okay. A lot of people like it with the Picassos. That's good. And the Drapey West Ends. Just kind of going through some great comments. Will the Helix pattern ever be available as a download pattern?
Oh, I sort of doubt it. No, I don't think so. Mostly because we have the pencil pants as a download, the Helix is a printed. They're so similar in the way they look that if you want to download, I'd go for the pencil. And you could create if you don't want the separate band like the pencil pants have, you could raise that and do the simple waistband like the Helix, but it's not on our radar at this moment. We're having a hard time keeping up with what we've got.
Is the red solid knit, is that a red or an orange red? Or
What do you think? I think this is red.
it's very just red. From what I'm seeing on the screen, I think it looks a little yellow, but it's not in reality.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a deep blue red. I guess it's maybe on the warmer side the cooler side than the warmer side. A little bit.
It's very,
It's just
middle.
red. It's just a great red.
Just a great
Yeah.
middle of the road red.
You can see this red right here. I don't know what it looks like on the camera, but it's a little bit more blue
That's true.
than this one.
It is next to blue fabric though. So.
Yeah, that's true. True.
It'd be nice to see the solid blues like Night Sea and Royal Blue next to the prints with blues to see which ones work well together.
So the Night Sea works, I think, both the Navy and the Night Sea work really well with this. The Night Sea works with this beautifully. I think it works with this one, this one, this one. I think the Navy, we tried to find fabrics that the Navy and the Night Sea would look good with, whether it was a woven or a knit. And I think, with the exception of this one, this particular bluish background has a lot of green to it. So this is the only one on the wall that I don't think really would go with the Night Sea or the Navy. But everything else, to me, now I probably wouldn't put Navy with this, but the Night Sea looks great with it.
How much did you? I guess I could go back to the Facebook Live, but how long did you lengthen for the Hugo dress, and maybe how much more fabric you would need?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it was 17 inches, and I don't even know why I can remember that. I can't remember my husband's birthday, but I can maybe remember that was lengthened 17 inches. We'd have to check on that.
And I think if whatever it says for the Hugo shirt, then just, find the appropriate length for
Right.
you and
Right.
go from there.
Yeah. You should be able to, order an extra yard of something and be able to get whatever dress length that you want in the Hugo.
Let's see. So your Maison top that you have on,
Yep.
what size is that?
Small?
Or
Medium?
extra small? No, I don't, it's not.
It's
a
not an
medium.
extra small.
Okay, then
that I
small.
know. So I think it might be a small.
Small. Okay. Okay. Oh, they're interested in these pattern combos. If we could post the combinations, we can do that because we have that. So that's great. Okay, what's on sale today?
What'd you say?
What's on sale today?
Oh, what's on sale today? All right. It's a big sale day. 16 patterns are on sale today. The ET, the Maison, Swing T, the Olive, which is Alex and Olive, Helix top and pants, pencil pants, Madrid top and pants, Getaway jeans, 8th Avenue skirt, 6th Sense skirt, E-dress, Hugo top, Picasso pants, West End, Eureka. Is that 16?
I stopped counting when I realized you were counting.
But everything I've talked about, I think that's about right. Tops and bottoms, every pattern that I show today is on sale, plus all of the fabrics, plus 2 tutorials that relate to the Swing T. So that's Series 7, So Confident, first quarter to make the V-neck Swing T. Series 7, third quarter to make the split swing tee. And then, of course, go to the June 2020 Facebook Live for Rethinking the House Dress for how to make the Hugo longer. So yeah, that's everything that's on sale. We still have the black fabric on sale, the black rayon. So jump on that if you're still interested, because we will run out of it again probably. And don't forget that next week is a big week for us, so be sure and tune in again, because we're going to have some nice surprises for you. It's our yearly and 1 week celebration.
I did have a couple more questions.
Okay.
We could do that. Do we cut out the bomber jacket fabric single layer?
Yes. I cut everything out single layer. That's just, the only time I don't is when fabric is super stable, I'm in a hurry, and it's not an important garment, and that's pretty rare.
And will the So Confident videos always be available to subscribers to return to in a couple of years, for example?
Yes. They're available to you forever.
Okay, that's all I see.
All right. Thanks so much for joining today. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next week.